This is a quick cap video of the Los Angeles Clippers cap situation after Austin Rivers has exercised his $12.6 million cap hold. I'm Paul Garcia of AnalyzingTheLeague.com. Just kind of give you a brief overview of the Clippers cap situation. So as you can see, with 17 players on the roster and all their exceptions and cap holds included, they have a team salary of $144.4 million. Now that's obviously a lot of money. They're not going to have all that for 17 players because you can only have 15 players on an NBA roster, aside from the two-way players. So let's go through some realistic moves that I would think the Clippers might make. Now, the first player to look at is, well, first of all, let's look at all these trade exceptions. Let's go ahead and expect that that they renounce all these trade exceptions, just because they could probably just sign a veteran player instead of having to trade for somebody at that amount. So that's taking their roster down a little bit. Now, the one guy to keep an eye on is Milos Teodosic. He has until, I believe it is June 29th or 30th, to exercise his player option for $6.3 million. Now, if he does exercise that option, then the Clippers have until July 15th to waive him for a non-guaranteed part of that salary. So he would only be on the. So let's imagine the Clippers actually waive him. He's only going to get $2 million guaranteed, according to Bobby Marks of ESPN.com. So in this event, let's imagine again that Teodosic got waived. So I'm going to go ahead and color his highlight here to blue, just because that's the color I use for the waived players. Okay, so now Milos is no longer on the roster. They waived him at $2 million. Now let's go through each player that has some decisions to make. DeAndre Jordan has until June 29th to exercise his player option or else decline it and become a free agent. Right now, because of where the market looks for bigs, I would say that he does opt in or exercise the option, unless a destination opens up somewhere like Dallas looks interesting for him maybe. So for now, I'm going to act like he's going to opt into that deal. Avery Bradley has a $13.2 million cap hold as an unrestricted free agent. For now, because of their cap situation, I'm going to go ahead and project that they renounce his cap hold. Okay. Let's keep going. As I mentioned, Milos at this point is off the roster. There's been some reports too that they might do this to Milos if he does opt in. They might waive him. Now, Patrick Beverley, this is an interesting decision. They do have a lot of young guards now on the team, but you do want to keep his veteran presence around. And plus, they still have up until January 10th to waive his $5 million non-guaranteed contract. So for now, I'll keep Beverley there. Montrezl Harrell, I expect they will tender him the qualifying offer of $1.8 million. Had a good season with them last year. C.J. Williams will watch for now at $1.3 million non-guaranteed. The Clippers have until January 10th to waive him before his deal becomes guaranteed. Let's continue here. So for right now, and then of course you got the cap holds for the two rookies that are coming in, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Jerome Robinson. So right now, as you look at their situation, they're at $122.6 million. This is imagining that they use the mid-level exception to get a player, some sort of role player out there. So they have their options right now. Let's see what their roster looks like. Okay, so they already have 15 players without this MLE right here. So they have, they'd be under the tax as a team. They're still kind of close. They have that option during the season if they wanted to use this MLE, that $5.2 million. And of course, if they waive Beverly, if they waive maybe if they don't get Harrell back or C.J. Williams, well then that opens up the opportunity to have access to the full MLE, which is about $8.5 million. And also the biannual exception at $3.3 million. But again, that's considering that those kind of moves happen, that some of those players don't come back. So for now, I would say with 15 players, I don't even know if they're going to have. Right now, it looks like the roster wouldn't need this part of this MLE. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and say that they don't use it as of now, unless they make some sort of trades to differentiate the roster. So that they have with 15 players, they'd have a salary of $117.3 million as of right now. So. That's kind of where the Clippers are at, and we'll see what they do. Especially Jordan, he's a big part of their off season in terms of what he's going to do, whether he's going to exercise that player option or decline it. So for AnalyzingTheLeague.com, I'm Paul Garcia.